Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Gertz Field for tonight's big game. It is the battle of the top two teams in the Class AA. Number 1, Independence, visiting the number 2 and defending state champion Logan Wildcats. As Goodson hits it high, and it looks like it's going to get tracked under by Corbin Bostic for out number 1. Now, I do have a problem. My remote app is not working right now, so I cannot get my Facebook to connect to it. I'm going to try it at the break. And once it does, I'll be able to use it. But until then, I cannot. So we got one out on the board here in the top of the first. And Burnett's pitches just misses ball 1. And again, if you're watching this, share this video. My Facebook page is not working tonight, so I'm going live here on Unlimited Matt Carter. And that pitch is right down the pipe, strike 1. Independence coming with the record of 12-2 with 2 losses to AAA Power Hurricane at Hurricane and a loss to Sissonville. And the pitch is low into the dirt, ball 2. And up the bat for Independence is the right fielder, number 11, Elijah Farrington. Here comes the pitch from Burnett and skips into the dirt, ball 3. So we got a 3-1 count on Farrington. Burnett to pitch, and Farrington hits it right past. Excuse me, I lost it. Burnett scooped it up and threw it over to first. My fault, I lost it. I was looking at Maynard for a second. That was my fault. But anyway, that's out number 2. So we got 2 outs on the board. Logan's trying to sit Independence down. 1, 2, 3. Again, if you can see this, send me a personal message that everything's good as that pitch is low, ball 1. Burnett looking to pitch and just misses. Ball 2, a 2-0 count for the pitcher tonight, Michael McKinney. And that is in the dirt, ball 3. McKinney has a 3-0 count to Burnett. Burnett to pitch. Right in there, strike 1. So again, if you're watching this, please send me a personal message on my Facebook page. I can't see the comments. And let me know if this is going good, and just give me a good thing. And that's just misses ball 4, excuse me. So Burnett walks his first batter of the evening, and that is McKinney. And now coming up to the plate is number 15, Clay Basham, the shortstop. And these two teams are AA powers. Logan, the defending state champions. Independence, who was the number 1 seed last year, got upended by North Marion in the semifinals. These are the 2 teams that everybody's predicting from the beginning of the year to meet in the state championship game. But there's other teams that are saying, not so fast, we can be there too. As Burnett throws over to low as McKinney's back in there safe. Again, the official attire. Logan is in their gold jerseys, in white pants with a blue stripe down the side, and then their blue hats outlined in LHS with gold and white. And Burnett throws back over to low, and McKinney is safe in there. And again, share this video. Share this feed. Again, I can't help it that my Facebook page was not responding, and my app is not responding for the remote. So bear with me. I'll just have to keep I only can keep outs and the scores. And they're keeping McKinney safe. They're keeping him honest. They're trying not to let the speedy McKinney, who's a star football player and a star basketball player for Independence, for the Patriots, trying to keep him honest. Again, I can't turn over fast enough because I'm on cinder blocks trying to hold my balance. But Burnett, to pitch. And that's in there. Strike 1 on Basham. Basham had to wait it out because Burnett was trying to keep Independence from stealing second. A steal from first to second and a base hit can score Independence, the speedy McKinney. And they're keeping him in check. Again, those people don't know, McKinney is getting dirty right now. Keeping him in check, trying to keep that runner at bay at first. So here comes the pitch from Burnett. And McKinney's taking off. Ramey throws down. And he is safe. McKinney successfully steals second. Again, thank you guys. Everything looks good. I'm glad it does. There's supposed to be rain in the forecast. I can see it, and I can see the wind getting a little bit high. As Burnett looks back over, he pitches it and foul tips it towards the home dugout for a strike two. Burnett would love to retire at the side and turn the lineup back over to Logan. So Burnett looking back at McKinney. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three for Chad Burnett. Chad Burnett strikes out Basham as we're going into the bottom half of the first. It's still scoreless between Independence and Logan. I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High Baseball live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the first. Leading off for Logan. New leading off man is number 23, Aiden Slack. They switched up the lineup at the beach. So I'll get Logan's lineup here in a few minutes. Everything's the same except Corbin's back in the lineup where he was out for an injury. But here comes the pitch from McKinney. As just misses. Ball one. McKinney looking from his size from Goodson. McKinney to pitch. And misses. Ball two. Again, I can't get my remote to connect unless someone comes over here with an iPhone and let me use theirs and try it out. But other than that, I cannot get it to connect. So I'll just have to go with my word of mouth on this one. As McKinney to pitch. as he misses. Ball 3. Full 3-0 count for Slack. As you can hear the Logan home dugout trying to get into the head of Michael McKinney. Here comes the pitch for McKinney. And low. Ball 4. Slack is taking his base. Now up the bat for Logan is the catcher, number 12, Jake Ramey. Ramey, who had a great day, great beach trip. He, against Waccamaw, he hit a monster triple that scored 3 runs. That would eventually be the winner for Logan, as that pitch is high, ball 1. Again, this is battle of number 1 versus number 2. Logan hasn't lost to a AA team in the state, but they have 5 losses under their belt. McKinney to pitch as Ramey hits it high, and it's going to get to the center fielder, and he catches it for out number 1. Carson Brown with a big catch in the outfield. So that'll be 1 out for Logan. As Slack stays at first, and now up to bat for Logan is number 16, the AA Player of the Year last year, Dawson Maynard. And again, I'll just let you know, rain is in the forecast, and if it does start to rain, I will shut off my iPad. I probably will not come back on because I didn't bring an umbrella. I didn't think about it. As that pitch is right in the middle, strike 1. Michael McKinney, the senior shortstop, who's got a lot of D1 offers for baseball. As McKinney to pitch. Slack is going. Maynard hits it high. That could get over the left fielder's head. Nope. Carson Brown again makes the catch. I think the wind pushed that one. But now, 2 outs for Logan. As coming up the bat for Logan is number 11, Garrett Williamson. And Slack is holding up on first. He was trying to steal. He could have got it, but Maynard decided to take the swing, and they popped it up to the outfield. So, 2 outs for Logan. McKinney's trying to keep Slack at first. Here comes the pitch. As that pitch is in there. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Again, I'm trying to adjust the camera best the ability I can, but nonetheless. McKinney and Slack, and that's a pop-up to left field, and it's camped under by the left field for the 3rd and final out. As we're going in to the top of the 2nd, we're still scoreless. Logan leaves a runner on first. I'm going to step aside. You're watching Logan High Baseball. We'll be right back. We're back. Leading off this inning for, Independence, number 18, Carson Brown, the center fielder, who made 2 great catches at center field to get Maynard and Ramey out, as that pitch is just misses. Ball 2. So we got a 2-0 count for Carson Brown. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Ball 3. We got a 3-0 count for Carson Brown. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and Carson Brown is taking his base. Now up to the plate for Independence, number 25, the first baseman, Andy Lester. And we finally get this game in between number 1 and number 2. This was a much anticipated matchup. We're supposed to play the Independence, but the rain just said, no, you're not playing Independence. So they said, rain said, you know what, we'll finally give you this game here. So we're finally playing Independence. The game that was much anticipated. See who the real number 1 team is. Here comes the pitch as Lester, and took a bunt for ball 1 as Brown is going to take over to second base. Lester looking to sacrifice bunt. He lays it down. And they throw over to first, but that moves Carson Brown over to second. So Lester does his job. Moves him over to second. Now Independence has got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Now stepping up to bat for Independence, the left fielder, number 12, Tanner Sipes. And swing and a miss from Sipes, strike 1. Burnett is wanting to keep Brown at second and try to strike out this batter. Here comes the pitch from Burnett, looking back at second. And just misses. Ball 1. A 1-1 count for Tanner Sipes. Burnett, 2-pitch. And he held up that swing, and it's ball 2. A 2-1 count for Sipes. Independence is in their red uniforms with gray pants with navy blue stripes with the navy blue socks and the red hat. Here comes the pitch. And just misses. Ball 3. Independence wants to beat the defending state champions from Logan. Logan wants to prove they're the number 1 team for a reason. Here comes the pitch, and that is in there. Strike 2. We have a full count for Sipes.
Base hit here, Tanner. Come on, you got this, Tanner. Be smart.
Burnett, 2-pitch. And he hits a grounder.
Yeah, get there, Tanner.
And that is sponged up by Connor Lowe, but Independence has got a runner at third.
All right, let's go, JD.
And now coming up to plate for Independence, number 14, JD Monroe. Again, all right, let's go over the Independence lineup. On the mound for Independence is Michael McKinney. The catcher is Atticus Goodson. For first base is Andy Lester. Second base, JD Monroe. Third base is Dylan Darnell, and shortstop is Clay Basham. We'll finish the outfield after this pitch. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. And almost, it actually did. It caught him. So, Independence has got runners at the corners with number 22, Dylan Darnell.
You got this, Pickle. You got it.
So now, finish up the outfield is from left to right. You got Tanner Sipes in left field. Carson Brown's in center field. And right field is Elijah Farrington.
All right, let's go, Dylan.
And
Be smart, Carson.
Ramey giving instructions for Burnett.
Come on, Dylan.
Burnett to pitch. And it's in there. Strike one. Again, Independence has got runner on the corners. So a base hit here can score one. A hit in the gap can score two. Dardanelle takes the swing. Did he go around? He didn't. They didn't say he didn't. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Darnell. Burnett trying to get out of this jam. Burnett to pitch as Darnell fouls it back towards Slaptown for strike 2. We got a 1-2 count. Again, cannot keep balls, cannot keep strikes, cannot even keep base runners because of my remote app not wanting to work right now. I'm going to try to get it fixed by tomorrow for the Chattanville game. Well, tomorrow I'll be streaming live for the middle school game as they don't need to throw as he takes this. They didn't call ball because Burnett went, looked like he slipped a little bit when he was going to throw to second, but that was a smart play by Burnett. Now Independence has got 2 runners in scoring position. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Chad Burnett. Independence strands runners at second and third. We're going into the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless between Independence and Logan. I'm going to step aside real quick as we'll be right back. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. McKinney to pitch to low as that is breaking ball in there. Strike 1. McKinney, when I said he was a D1 talent, he's already signed and committed. He's playing at North Carolina State next year. And Atticus Goodson's going to the #1 JUCO school. Here comes the pitch. As just misses. Ball 1. Atticus Goodson, football standout. Should be playing both football and baseball. Even basketball. He was a good basketball player as well. I've been told he wrestled as well. That kid's just an all-around standing athlete. Now we got a 2-1 count for Connor Lowe. Connor Lowe, the hero from last year's state tournament. He walked it off against Herbert Hoover, and he did it again against Scott. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. As that pitch, man, just misses. Ball 3. A 3-1 count for Connor Lowe. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. And it's in there. Full count now for Connor Lowe. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here in the bottom of the second. Again, whenever I said that last time Garrett Williamson hit it to right field, left field, that was right field. That was my fault. As Lowe faces a full count from McKinney. Here comes the pitch. Lowe hits it right to the shortstop. What a grab by Clay Basham, the senior. Now Batting for Logan's number 3, the right fielder now. He was DHing, but now he's back in the lineup. He feels like he can give it a go in the field. That's number 3, Corbin Bostic, usually the leadoff man. Corbin's been battling a shoulder injury, but what a grab by Basham. That was a hard hit by Lowe. Now, Logan's got 1 out on the board. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. As that pitch just misses. Ball 1. I'll go over to Logan's lineup after Corbin's bat. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. And Bostic hits it, popped up to center field. Brown is under it, and he catches it for out number 2. Now up to bat for Logan's number 14, Jared Burnett. But Logan's normal lineups, Chad Burnett's on the mound. He's being DH'd by his brother, Jared. Ramey's behind the plate. From first to third, you got Connor Lowe first, Garrett Williamson second, shortstop's Carson Kirk, and third base is Dawson Maynard. As McKinney to pitch, as that pitch just got away. Luckily, there wasn't a base runner. So now we got ball 1 for Burnett. And in the outfield from left to right, you got Ryan Roberts in left, Aiden Slack is in center field, and right field is Corbin Bostic. Burnett looking at a 1-0 count from McKinney. And that pitch is in there. Strike 1. A 1-1 count for Burnett. Again, share this video, guys. Share the link. Let's get Logan fans watching. Let's get some independent fans watching. Here comes the pitch for McKinney. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 for Burnett. And McKinney's looking to strike out Burnett and retire the side. This is number 1 and number 2. It's semi-packed here on the island. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. As Burnett pops it up. That is over my head. Woo, that was scary. Thought for a second I had to move my iPad for a second. That ball looked... Woo. But now we got a 1-2 count for Burnett. I got to remind myself to put the screen back where it was. So here comes the pitch. As Burnett did not go around. Ball 2. So after this inning, I'll move the screen back for a little bit. A 2-2 count. And guys, if you don't know, give a shout out to Doug Williamson. I heard some terrible news about him. I don't know the 100% about it, but give him a prayer tonight. As Burnett foul tips it back towards Slaptown for still a 2-2 count. McKinney looking for signs from Goodson. Here comes the pitch. Ball 3. So that's twice that 2 runners could have went by. So we got a full count for Burnett. I'm assuming the green light is on for Jared Burnett. Trying to get this going for Logan. Burnett looking at a full count from McKinney. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Burnett striked out by McKinney. We're going into the top of the 3rd. We'll be right back. So you're watching Logan High Baseball live on Facebook. Live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry, I had to get some stuff. I had to move
All right, let's go. Here, 3.
the screen right there so it don't come anywhere near me, but that didn't help. So up to bat for Independence is number 4, who usually is number 3, Atticus Goodson. As Goodson hits a grounder right past Williamson. So that is the first hit of the game for either ball club.
All right, Elijah, let's keep it going.
So Goodson leads off the top of the 3rd with a hit. So now up the bat for Logan. For Independence is number 11, Elijah Farrington. As they throw. Oh, he is safe. They got it. He got in there safe. Almost got him. So again, sorry with the remote. Forget to change the outs and the inning. I had to go do something real quick. I got to move some stuff, but we're in the top of the 3rd. That was my fault. But 1 ball, no strikes, no outs, and Independence has got a runner in scoring position. So Logan's kind of in a jam right now, trying to keep Goodson at 2nd. Burnett pitch to Farrington. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
All right, let's go here, Elijah.
Battle of number 1 versus number 2. We're going to try to find out who is number 1 coming to poll next week. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That's strike 3.
All right, 2-3, let's go. Base hit
Yep,
here,
they called it
2-3,
strike
base hit.
3. Thought they called a ball on that one. So we got 1 out. And the
Come on, Michael.
sorry, lost my train of thought. Anyway, we're back. Batting for Independence is number 23, Michael McKinney. And that pitch just misses. Ball 1. Pitcher to pitcher right here. And McKinney is playing Division I baseball at North Carolina State. The senior wants to go out his senior year as a state champion. Logan wants to defend their championship and repeat, as we're going to get a visit to the mound by the catcher, Jake Ramey. He's going to talk it over with Burnett. As he does, I'm going to step aside real quick. I'll be right back. We're back.
3.
Burnett to pitch. And low. Ball 1. No ball, excuse me, ball 2. Again, cannot keep balls and strikes on here because the remote app is not wanting to
All right, let's go here,
cooperate.
Michael.
So we just got to go with my word to say. It's a 2-0 count for McKinney. Burnett looking for signs from Ramey. He gets it. Looks back over at 2nd. Here comes the pitch. And that is a hard hit by Kirk as he caught it. Yeah, he caught it.
Wow.
Looked like he hit the dirt, but he caught it.
I thought it hit the ground.
We have 3 umps for this game. I'm used to 2. So 1 was in good position. They called him out, so that's 2 outs now.
Let's get on here. Come on, 1-5. You got this.
Now at the bat for Independence is number 15, Clay Basham. Chad looking back over at Goodson. Here comes the pitch. Whoa! That went right over my head. It went into the creek. This is very dangerous here. I'm going to have to move this screen closer.
All right, let's go, Clay. Come on, 1-5.
This just feels like it's not been a good day. Anyway, Burnett 2 pitch. As a grounder. Yep. Yep, that's the sign. That's the sign. Hold on tight, dear. Hold on tight for dear life. Move the screen over. Sorry, guys. This is really, really dangerous over here. 0-2 count for Basham as he hit them all towards my way, and that hit him. Speaking of hit him towards my way, now he gets hit and he comes towards my way for first base. So 2 outs. And 2 balls just go right to Goodson and Williamson. That was a miscommunication by the ump. So still 2 outs. Everything's happening here between number 1 and number 2. And up the bat for Independence is number 18, Carson Brown. Good center fielder. He caught 2 balls that usually any other center fielder, those goes over their heads. But Brown, returning from the starting lineup last year. Independence returned a lot of starters last year. As Burnett over to McKinney. And that pitch is just outside, ball 1. Looked over to him. I mean, he looked over at Basham. Basham looks like they was going to give a double steal, but that pitch is in there for ball 1. Burnett, 2 pitch. Misses outside, ball 2. 2-0 count for Brown. Brown trying to drive in Goodson with a base hit here. The speedy Goodson. Trying to come in and give Independence that first run of the game. Here comes the pitch. And foul tips back for strike 1. So a 2-1 count for Carson Brown. So 2-1 count for Brown. Burnett, 2 pitch. And that's in there, strike 2. And it's starting to get dark here, not by the sunlight going down. Talking about like the dark clouds coming by, so we could have a storm. It come into this game. So I'll let you know if something happens. Comes the pitch and misses. Full count now for Brown. Burnett trying to strike out Brown. Both dugouts are getting hyped. We got a full count for Carson Brown. Burnett looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. And it hit Brown. It hit Carson Brown. So now Independence has got bases loaded with Andy Lester up the bat. And we're going to get a visit from the infield as they're going to try to talk it over with Burnett, trying to get him calmed down, see what they need to do to get this third and final out. As they do that, I'm going to step aside real quick. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Bases loaded. Burnett 2 pitch as that pitch is in there. Strike 1. You can smell smoke, and it ain't the good type.
go 2-5.
Burnett looking to pitch to Lester. Lester looking at pitch as that pitch just misses. Ball 1. Again, I'm not biased. I'm trying to be fair for both sides. Just give me no. Bases loaded with Lester trying to bring in both runs. Goodson's at third. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. And Goodson heads up in the away seat.
Billy, should have had that. All right, Andy, come on.
I'm scared right now, guys. Balls are coming everywhere. I guess I didn't have my routine drink today. Guys, and I got a new shirt. It threw everything off. I'm sorry. But again, thank you, Matt Carter, for letting me stream on yours. Plan B. Or Plan Matt Carter. Backup plan. My Facebook's not working. So Lester has a 1-2 count. They still got bases loaded. A walk here can score a run. Base hit can score a run. And Lester just hits it right over my head. Still a 1-2 count.
Come on, 2-5. Come on, Andy. Go, Andy.
Lester
You got this, Drew.
looking at a 1-2 count from Burnett. Burnett gets his signs from Ramey. Here comes the pitch. Just misses. Ball 2. So we got a 2-2 count.
Come on, 2-5.
Burnett
Drew, you got this, 2-5.
looking for his signs from Ramey. Burnett 2-pitch. Foul, tipped it back. Lester staying alive. Logan needs one more out to get out of this jam.
Let's go, 2-5. Come on, 2-5.
For a long drive, Independence brought the crowd, so they care about this team. They feel like this is the team to win the state championship.
Nobody better. Let's go. Come on, 2-5.
Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Foul tipped it back towards the river.
I hear ya.
Lester is still battling and getting the pitch count up on Burnett. We're not even in the 4th inning. The limit pitch is I think it's 110. 110. You can start a batter at 110. Or I think it's 110 or 19. 109. I can't remember. But anyway, we got a 2-2 count. Lester battling with Burnett, trying to bring in their runs, and Burnett's trying to get this 3rd and final out. Burnett 2-pitch. As foul tipped it towards the building. He is still battling. As the Patriot runners were starting to run.
Come on, 2-5.
So, Burnett still battling with Lester. Burnett 2-pitch. And that is a hit by Lester. That is going to score 1. That is going to score 2. That is going to score 3. So Independence scores 3 runs as Lester comes up with a 3 RBI double. So Independence takes a 3-0 lead over Logan. Lester battled with Burnett, and it paid off. So Logan's now in a hole, 3-0. Can they fight out of it? Logan needs to wake up their bats now if they want to get back into this.
There you go. Come on, Tanner.
Tanner Sipes is now plating for Independence. comes the pitch from Burnett. As that is another base hit from Sipes. As Lester holds up a third. Back-to-back hits for the Patriots.
All right, let's go, 1-4. Let's go. Nice hit, Tanner.
Now stepping up the bat for the Patriots is number 14, J.D. Monroe. Independence now believes they got a 3-0 lead over Logan.
All right, let's go here, 1-4. Come on, JD. Come on, JD, be smart.
Burnett still got runners at the corners right now. J.D. Monroe looking to bring in Lester, and it hit him. Burnett is struggling, and it looks like it's going to be time to bring him out.
All right, Dylan, come on, you're
And it is. That's it for Chad Burnett. Chad Burnett leaves bases loaded. And we're going to get a new pitcher, and it looks like it's going to be his brother, Jared Burnett. So as Burnett's coming in to warm up, I'm going to step aside. Logan trails 3-0 over Independence with bases loaded. We'll be right back after this message. Sorry, we're back. Burnett's now in the pitch, and he's got a 1-0 count for
All right, let's go, Dylan.
Dylan Darnell as that pitch is in there, strike one. I'm going to try to hook up this remote app. Foul tipped it up, and it looks like it could be caught by Burnett, by Ramey, and it's getting out of play into the dugout.
Dylan, another line. Straight it out. You got this. Be smart, Dylan. All right, let's go here, twos. Do it for your sister. Come on.
Swing and a miss. Strike three as Logan gets out of this inning, but Independence does damage. They score 3 runs. Sorry, I had to take care of anything. Logan trails 3-0. I'm going to step right back. I'm going to try to get this thing worked out right now as we're going in the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. All right, we're back in the bottom of the third. Still can't get the remote going. I'm just pretty much just going to give up on it. As now coming up to the bat for Logan is number 9, Rhino Roberts. McKinney has pitched a great game so far. Here comes the pitch. Foul tipped it back towards the backstop. Strike one. McKinney, 2 pitch. As Roberts hits it, grounder, and it's going to go foul for strike 2.
All right, let's go here, Mike. One more. Come on, Michael.
McKinney looking to pitch to Roberts. And foul tipped it back. Still an 0-2 count for Roberts.
Go, Michael.
McKinney, 2 pitch. And just misses. Ball 1.
Go, Michael. Go, Michael.
McKinney, 2 pitch. Roberts hits it for a base hit. The first hit of the game for Logan. Ryan Roberts comes in clutch. And Logan's got runners on first. Roberts starts us off with a hit. And now that's going to bring up number 7, Carson Kirk. Again, people asked if I give players the games to the other team. Yes, I do. I'm fair for both sides. Now, whether they want to get an interview or not, that's up to them. But I'll do it for both sides. Give both guys recognition. And Kirk lays down a beautiful bunt, trying to beat it out. He didn't beat out the throw, but that moves Roberts over to second. And that turns the lineup back over to Aiden Slack. As Slack needs a hit here to bring in Roberts to cut into this lead. Roberts does a good job getting on base. Kirk does a good job getting him over. It was a good bunt. Just didn't come down far down first base line, and he was thrown out at first. McKinney to pitch as that pitch is low away. Ball 1. Again, guys, please tell me if you can still see the video. I think you can. YouTube's working fine. It's just I wish I had a remote app. That's all I wish. But anyway, other than that, sorry I'm complaining about that. It's just never done that before. Now it is. As we get time called by the ump. Slack is trying to move over Roberts and bring him in. McKinney to pitch. That's in there. Strike one.
There you go, Michael.
Slack has a 1-1 count on McKinney with one out. Ryan Roberts is at second. McKinney to pitch. Foul tipped it back. Strike two. So a 1-2 count for Slack.
Come on, Michael.
Slack trying to bring in Roberts. And just misses. Ball two. Good pitch by McKinney. Just misses as the ump. Ball two. A 2-2 count for Slack. McKinney looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. And Slack did not go around, and they just misses low. Ball three. We got a full count now for Slack. And this is, from what I'm assuming, this is Independence's second best pitcher behind Goodson. And if this is their second best, he's just as good as their first. As Slack hits a grounder towards Kevin Gertz, doesn't even try to move out of the way. We still got a full count.
All right, let's go here, Michael. One more.
So we got a full count for Slack. Trying to bring in Roberts. We're trying to get on base with a walk to bring up Jake Ramey. Here comes the pitch. High, ball four. Slack, second straight walk as he's now going on down to first. And that brings up Jake Ramey. As that pitch is outside, ball one. Up the plate is Jake Ramey.
Come on, Michael, you got this.
Ramey looking at a 1-0 count from McKinney. Logan's got runners on second and first. That pitch is in there. Strike one. McKinney to pitch. Ramey hits it. And it's going to drop. That is going to score one. Slack is going to third. He holds up. He holds up at third as Logan cuts into the lead.
All right, let's go.
3-1 with one out. Ramey comes up with an RBI double. And moves Slack over to third. And now Dawson Maynard is up the plate for Logan. As we're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Jake Ramey. No, he's going to actually stay in. He's just getting rid of his stuff, his batting gear. So Ramey gets on with a RBI double. It dropped right in front of the left fielder. Sorry, I was being distracted. No, now we are going to get a courtesy runner. That is Cole Blankenship, as we're going to get a mound visit from Independence head coach. As he does that, I'm going to try to get this remote app to work and try to see if I can get it to work. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Michelle Roberts came in clutch for me. Is McKinney to pitch? Ha! Ball 2. We got a 1-1. Excuse me, ball 1. As Michelle Roberts I was able to connect to her as Maynard swings and a miss, strikes 2. With 1 out, Logan's got runners on. Oh, excuse me, I got to fix the scoreboard. There we go. Michelle Roberts came in clutch with her phone. So, McKinney has a 1-2 pitch to Dawson Maynard. Maynard's trying to bring in, slacking him. As that's a base hit by Dawson Maynard. That's going to score 1. That is going to score. Did he get him? They got him at home. What a throw. Gertz is not happy. But that does score a run for Logan as Maynard is on with a double, and that's an out for Logan. That's an out for Independence. Good throw by the left fielder. Tanner Sipes with an absolute gun to home plate. Threw out Blankenship as he was rounding third, heading home. And the Logan fans aren't happy about that. They thought Blankenship beat it out. He beat out the throw. But anyway, that brings up Garrett Williamson up for Logan. Logan has cut into the lead, 3-2. McKinney's pitch, and Blankenship hits it right over the third baseman's head. The speedy Maynard is coming home. Williamson's in there safe. That gets away. Williamson's going to third. Logan ties it up. Huge clutch hit for Garrett Williamson. Logan has tied the ball game up at 3. We got a brand new game here in the third inning. Now coming up the plate is number 19. The teammates call him Mr. Clutch, Connor Lowe. As the ump gave a warning to the home dugout, gave a warning to Logan. But Logan has got runners in scoring position, so a base hit here from Connor Lowe can bring him in. What a rally from Logan here in the bottom of the third. As Independence put up 3 runs in the top half of the inning, Logan puts up 3 runs in the bottom half. Who's going to give in this battle of number 1 versus number 2? McKinney looking over at third. Here comes the pitch. Low in the dirt. Ball 1. Sorry, I'm using Michelle Roberts' phone. She came in clutch for me. I love her to death for this. I appreciate it. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. Low, foul tips it back towards the creek. Strike 2. So we do, strike 1. So we do have a remote app. Finally, we're back to normal. This day has just been hectic so far. We're trying to beat out this storm that's supposed to come around 9 o'clock. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. High, ball 2. With 2 outs. The questionable call at home, but it did look like Sipes threw out Blankenship and Goodson tagged him up. So I'm giving that call to Independence. I think that was a good call, in my opinion. It did look like Goodson got the tag down. Here comes the pitch. As Lowe hits it to left field, that's going to go foul. So that is now strike 2. Connor Lowe trying to bring in Williamson from third to give Logan the 4-3 lead. So McKinney's trying to get this third and final out to turn the lineup over to the leadoff man, Atticus Goodson, for Independence. McKinney, 2-pitch. And Lowe hits it. Good that drop. Hey, gotta get over the head. What a catch by the right fielder. What a catch by Elijah Farrington, as that will end the inning. Hard hit by Lowe. Good catch by Farrington. We're going into the top of the fourth. Logan's tied the ball game up at 3. I'll step aside as you're watching Logan High Baseball live on Facebook. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here in the top of the fourth. And up to bat for Independence is Atticus Goodson. Again, if you're watching this, are we still live? Someone send me a personal message that we're still live. Please, I need to know. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Just send me a personal message if we're live. That's just all I need to know. I haven't checked my messages, but if you're watching this, please just send me a message that we're live. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Good low pitch by Burnett. Jared Burnett came into relief for his brother Chad. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Low into the dirt. Ball two. So we got a 2-2 count for Atticus Goodson. As Goodson hits it right down third baseline, that stays fair. And Goodson is heading to second. He gets away from Roberts. Goodson's going all the way to 3. And what a leadoff hit for Atticus Goodson. All right, thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. I just needed to know. I didn't know if I'd set up a remote late, it would turn off the thing. I just don't know. Again, I'm on YouTube because my Facebook's not working. I'm going to try to get it working for the next home game against Chapmanville. If not, I'll just be on Matt Carter Unlimited. He let me do it for the man game. He's gave me his permission to do it for every game if I need to, so that's what we'll do. Burnett, 2-pitch. Just misses. Ball one. Goodson led off this inning with a hard-hitting triple. Goodson is as powerful as he looks. Here comes the pitch. Low into the dirt. Ball two. A 2-0 count for Elijah Farrington. And again, if you send me a personal or friend request, I'll just let you know I cannot accept it. I can't accept them right now. Here comes the pitch, Burnett. That's in there. Strike one. I'll accept your Facebook friend requests after the game. I can't accept it during the feed. I can't because I'm using it to watch the feed and make sure it's breaking up. And I couldn't tell with the internet sometimes down here. Sometimes the internet lags. Here comes the pitch. Low, ball 3. Sorry, I had to double check, make sure I'm unmuted because last time I thought I hit the button and I was still muted and you missed 2 exciting parts of the Scott game. So we got a 3-1 count for Farrington. Burnett trying to strike out his first batter. Farrington's trying to look to get on. And high, ball 4. So Independence has got runners at the corners with no outs. And now up to bat for Independence is number 23, Michael McKinney, the star basketball player for Independence. He's taking his talents for baseball to North Carolina State to become a Wolfpack. Tell you what, NC State, you just picked up a huge athlete out of the state of West Virginia. That's what colleges should do. Pick up the best athletes from every state to try to be the best they can. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. High. Ball 1. Burnett trying to get the first out, strike out the first out. He's looking over at first. It's Farrington. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Burnett looking for his signs. Here comes the pitch. As McKinney hits it high. Could that stay in play to get caught? And it will not. So that will be. I'll go down as a strike as Roberts lost it in the lights. Couldn't find it. So now we got a 1-2 count for McKinney. Burnett looking for his signs from Ramey, trying to get what he wants. Here comes the pitch. Low. Ball 2. Burnett looking back over first. Here comes the pitch. Low. And Ramey does not throw, as now that moves. 2 runners in scoring position. So we have a full count for McKinney. And Burnett steps off the mound, trying to make McKinney think. Burnett to pitch. High. Ball 4. Second straight walk by Burnett. Has bases loaded with no outs. And that brings up number 15, Clay Basham. The ump is going to wipe off the home plate. Bases are loaded. Burnett looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. That's in there, strike 1. Burnett looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. And that is a base hit by Basham. That's going to score one. That's going to score two. And Independence retakes the lead, 5-3. 2 RBI single for Clay Basham. And now coming up the plate for Independence is number 18, Carson Brown. Independence has still got another runner in scoring position. They're trying to bring him in. This is a hard-hitting Independence Patriots team. Burnett looking back at second. He steps off. Still no outs. Burnett trying to get out of this jam right here. Independence takes a 5-3 lead. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball one. The Patriot fans are really getting into this game. They feel they can believe and win this game against the defending state champions, Logan Wildcats. Burnett, 2-pitch. Foul tipped it back towards the river. Strike one. Burnett looking from the signs. Here comes the pitch. Ball two. Again, Burnett still trying to strike out this side and get Logan their first out of the inning. Here comes the pitch. Low, away, ball three. Burnett looking back to second with a 3-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Nope, throws back. Thought about it. Didn't throw over. Still a 3-1 count. Burnett, 2-pitch. High, ball four. Bases loaded again. Still no outs. Andy Lester is coming up to bat for Independence. Infield's going to talk it over. As they do, I'm going to step aside. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We got a new left fielder. Joey Canterbury is now in left field. Ron Roberts is going to go get warmed up in the bullpen. Andy Lester, last time he was at the plate, he battled with Chad Burnett and drove in 3 runs. Here comes the pitch. And it gets away as that is going to score Independence base runner from third. They now lead 6-3. So again, Independence puts up more runs in this inning. Same runs as they did last inning, but still there's no outs. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Misses, ball 2. Logan stole momentum from Independence. Independence stole it right back. And now Logan's still in trouble. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. And that's in there, strike 1. Logan desperately needs that first out. Jared Burnett, 2 pitch. As Andy Lester hands it right over my head for strike 2. Again, that ball's going right at my head. I'm just got to make sure it don't come anywhere near my iPad. If it does, I got to jump down and move it. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. Misses, ball 3, full count. Thank you. So we got a full count for Andrew Lester. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. And he hits it hard. Wait, Ramey didn't tag him. That's an error by Ramey. You have to tag him. There's no force out. Ramey made a huge mistake. That scores a run. Ramey made a huge error right there. You had to tag out the runner. Ramey had to tag the runner to get that out, and he didn't. That's a huge mistake by Ramey. So Independence extends their lead, 7-3. That was a hard hit by Lester. It was fielded by Kirk. He threw home. Ramey thought all he had to do was just step on the plate, but there was no runner at first. So you had to tag him, and Ramey just didn't. That was just a blunder mistake by Ramey. Here comes. And then they're safe. Now up the bat is Tanner Sipes, the guy who gunned down Cole Blankenship as Cole was rounding third, heading home. Independence is doing everything right, and Logan still has no outs. Here comes the pitch from Burnett, and foul tipped it for a strike 1. Again, this is a packed house here on the island. Burnett. 2 pitch. Ball 1. 0-1 count for Sipes. Had to get a drink real quick. Sorry. Burnett to pitch. And it's Ramey. Ramey threw back to the pitcher, but Independence has got another runner in scoring position. So Sipes has a 2-1 count on Burnett. Here comes the pitch from Burnett. And just misses. Excuse me. Ball 3. A 3-1 count. Still no outs. Ball 4. Bases loaded again. And it looks like that's it for Jared Burnett, as we're going to get a new pitcher in. Ron Roberts is going to come in to relieve for Jared Burnett. So as we get a mound visit from Kevin Gertz, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Logan Trail is 7-3, and they're still in trouble. All right, we're back. Now to pitch for Logan is Ron Roberts, trying to get Logan's first out of this inning. This has been a horrible inning for Logan. Here comes the pitch from Roberts, and just misses ball 2. Logan has dug themselves in a hole. It started off with Atticus Goodson's hard-hitting triple, and Burnett just loaded the bases. Again, people, if you're going to send me a Sorry, guys, I've been busy. Guys, I just ask you, please kindly do not send me a message for like questions I can't answer. I'm trying to concentrate on this hat, make sure I don't get kicked off. I will answer them as best as I can. And it's foul, tipped it back into the creek. Still a 2-2 count. Logan needs to get this desperate first out. If not, Independence could open the floodgates even worse. I think pinch running for Independence is Logan Phelan. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the first out of this inning for Logan. So now, coming up to the plate is actually, number 22, Dylan Darnell. And after him, we'll turn the lineup back over to Atticus Goodson. So, Logan gets that first out of the inning. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And misses, ball 1. Independence still got bases loaded, so a hit can score 2 runs, really. Roberts. 2 pitch. It's in there, strike 1. Roberts looking to pitch. Swing and miss, strike 2. Logan's trying to get this second out of the inning. Roberts. 2 pitch. Foul tipped it. Still a strike 2. Still 1-2 count for Dylan Darnell, the third baseman for Independence. Here comes the pitch from Robertson. I feel raindrops. And it's inside, ball 2. I just felt a raindrop just hit me. So it looks like rain. Yep, I see it. It's barely sprinkling. Here comes the pitch. And just misses. Ball 3. We got a full count for Darnell. A walk here can score another run. And that will lead the bases for Atticus Goodson. Roberts looking at a full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now, and that brings Atticus Goodson, the dangerous hitter, up at the plate for Independence. Goodson's is due a home run. He's had some good hits today. He led off this inning with a hard-hitting line grounder down third base line. And he moved all the way to third base. And now Logan with 2 outs, trying to get this third and final out of this inning. As the smoke is around here, there's a fire somewhere around here. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. Low in the dirt, blocked by Ramey for ball 1. Again, the defending state champions, Logan, who has not lost to a AA school since Point Pleasant, is reeling right now. Trying to swing and a miss, strike 1. Good pitch from Roberts. Logan's trying to prove why they're the defending champions. Independence is going to prove why they think they are the number 1 team. And from looking at them personally, I can see why. They are hard hitters. They are good fielders. They are a good baseball team. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And that's in there. Strike 2. 1 more strike, and Logan gets out of this, in my opinion, horrific inning from the 4th inning. Independence still with a 7-3 lead. A base hit from Goodson can bring him in. Roberts 2 pitch. And that's a hard hit by Goodson. That's going to drop. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. And throws off by Canterbury, and that just adds on more runs for Independence. They now lead 9-3. Now coming back up the plate in this inning is number 11, Elijah Farrington. Logan trails at 9-3. They haven't trailed this much, honestly, since the McClancy game down at Myrtle Beach. Farrington's trying to keep this inning going. Low, blocked by Ramey. Ball 1. Independence has opened the floodgates. They will with this hit from Farrington. Roberts looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. And foul tipped it. Towards my way again for strike 1. Roberts 2 pitch. And that is a grounder. Fielded by Williamson. Throws over to second. And that's in there for the third and final out. So Independence does a lot of damage. They open their lead up to 6 runs, leading 9-3. We're going to step aside. We're going into the bottom of the 4th. Logan, they need some runs, and they need them in a hurry. So we're going to step aside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back in the bottom of the 4th. Leading off this inning for Logan is number 3, Corbin Bostic. He's taking that first pitch, strike 1. And McKinney is doing damage on the mound for the Patriots. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. Low, ball 1. Logan has, I wouldn't call this desperate times, but I think they do need at least 2 runs in this inning to try to get back into this game. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. And that misses. Ball 2. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. And that's in there. Strike two. Nice curveball by McKinney. And again, Independence has really opened the floodgates with a 9-3 lead over Logan. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. Low. Full count for Bostic. So now Bostic does have the green light to swing away. Hopefully he can put this one right over right field or left field, or put this in the gap and get him, Logan started with the hitting. They only have 4 hits. Independence has 6 hits on 1 error. On no errors. Here comes the pitch from, and Bostic foul tips it. Still full count. McKinney looking for the full count pitch to Bostic. And low into the dirt. Bostic will take his base. So a leadoff walk for Logan. Brings up Jared Burnett. And McKinney has 59 pitches. McKinney to pitch. And just misses, ball 1. Logan needs a rally here to get this, get back into this game. Independence put up 6 runs in that last inning after they put up 3 in the previous. Independence stole momentum early. Logan stole it back, and then Independence done it again as that pitch is in there. Strike 1. Sorry, I accidentally hit the out button. There's no outs. No outs. And McKinney's at 61 pitches. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. As Burnett gets a hit, that could be caught by the left fielder. And it's tracked down by Tanner Sipes for out number 1. And now that's bringing up number 9, who was the left fielder to start this game. Now he's on the mound, Ryan Roberts. Again, I'm not biased, guys. I know I'm a Logan grad. I am a Logan fan. I do want to see Logan win. Swing and a miss, strike 1. But I'm really fair. I mean, Independence is a really good ball club. And swing and a miss, strike 2. Independence is a good ball club, and they're probably the team. These are the 2 teams to beat to go to win a state championship. If you want to win a state championship, you're going to have to beat one of these 2 teams, or both of these 2 teams are going to have to lose for someone else to win it. There's McKinney. Now has 0-2 count on Roberts. High, ball 1. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now for Logan. As coming to the plate is number 7, Carson Kirk. And Independence is they're the real deal team. I know I keep singing their praises, but they are a real deal team. Here comes the pitch. That's high, ball 1. McKinney, 2 pitch. And misses, ball 2. Kenny looking to have a quick inning right here and turn the lineup back over to the Patriots. High, ball 3. A 3-0 count for Carson Kirk. Logan's trying to get a runner in scoring position. McKinney, 2-pitch. And just misses. Ball 4. So Logan will have 2 runners on base. And that'll bring the top of the lineup back up for Logan. Number 23, Aiden Slack. So McKinney walked Kirk. Here comes the pitch. In there, strike 1. This McKinney kid, he's going to North Carolina State, and I can see why. A talented athlete. Again, you got to give a good shout out to Independence for the football team getting to the state championship game against Fairmont. Swing and a miss, strike 2. They lost to a 16 seed who was not a 16 seed in my opinion. They just played a tough schedule, and that's where they fell. So that senior class missed out on one state championship title in football. They want to try to get it back in baseball. Here comes the pitch. And foul tipped it towards the creek for still strike 2. Logan is just trying to defend their state championship, but they've been in a slump lately. They're trying to break out of it. And trying to get a win here tonight would do them right to break out of that slump. But Independence, they're proving why they're the number 1 team right now in the index. Here comes the pitch. Slacks hits it foul down third base line. Still a 0-2 count for Slack. McKinney looking at a 0-2 count on Slack. And Slack calls time as he steps out of the batter box trying to get a hit. Slack making McKinney think about his next pitch. McKinney. More signs looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. High, ball 1. McKinney. 2-pitch. And Slack fouled it off of his foot. The count stays at 1-2. As Goodson's going to talk it over with McKinney. Telling him where to put this pitch and get this third and final out and turn the lineup back over to the Patriots. McKinney looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. High. Ball 2. Logan still trying to keep this inning going. Disastrous top inning for Logan. Gave up 6 runs. And they're trying to get some runs back. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. And that's high. Ball 3. Full count now for Slack. The game at Independence was canceled, but thank God this game wasn't canceled. This game was originally supposed to be Logan's home opener, but it got rained out, and they moved it to today. The weather's holding off, so we're going to get this game in. As Slack hits it right past the third base line. Third base with that is going to score 1. Slack gets an RBI single. Logan cuts into the lead. They trail 9-4. With 2 outs, and now that brings Jake Ramey up to the plate. So there's 1 run. I said they really needed 2 to try to make this a more competitive game and get Independence out in the next inning. Try to give up no more runs. But this is step one. They got to run. So they cut into it. They now trail by 5. And Jake Ramey is stepping up to the plate. Had a big beach trip for Logan. McKinney looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. Low. And that gets away from Goodson, but he was able to cover it. So it's ball 1. Logan needs a rally cap right now. Independence has the momentum, and Logan's trying to steal it back with 2 outs in this inning. Logan's got runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. And that is in there, hit the top corner. Strike 1. That was a top left corner, strike 1. McKinney looking a little 1-1 pitch to Ramey. And caught it again, strike 2. Slack is trying to rally Ramey. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. High. Ball 2. A passed ball can move the runners over into scoring position. A base hit here could score Carson Kirk, the speedy Kirk, from second. But you cannot deny the arms from Independence. They have cannons for throwing arms. And McKinney to pitch. Ramey hits it. That is a base hit. That will score 1. Slack is going to be held up at third. So Logan gets their second run in. They now trail 9-5. An RBI single for Jake Ramey, and it looks like we're going to get a mound visit, and that could be the night for Michael McKinney. So Maynard's coming up to the plate as the head coach from Independence is going to talk it over with this pitcher. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Logan fans are trying to get Logan back into this game. They got 2 runs. They cut into the lead 9-5, and they bring up Dawson Maynard. Sipes is now the new pitcher for Independence. Here comes the pitch, and misses. Ball 1. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in for this game. This game's lived up to the hype. Here comes the pit. Sipes stepped off. Thought about throwing back over to first. Courtesy runner in for Logan is number 4, Cole Blankenship. He's in the run for the catcher, Jake Ramey. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And Maynard foul tips it over my head for strike 1. Maynard has a 1-1 count on Sipes. Sipes look back over first. Here comes the pitch. Ball 2. A base hit can score slack. Logan hasn't even attempted to steal for second. Though they did early in the first inning, but it didn't go anywhere. Goodson has an arm. He can throw it down to second if he needs to. Here comes the pitch from Sipe. As Maynard foul tips it back over my head again into the creek. Strike 2. So Maynard's got a 2-2 count. Sipes is looking to strike out Maynard and end this inning. Try to end this little sparkle from Logan. Sipes looking for a signs from Goodson. He gets it. And Blankenship. It sounded like the first base ump called a balk, but he didn't. Thought he did. It sounded like he said it, but I guess it doesn't matter. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And that's in there. Strike 3. Tanner Sipes strikes out Maynard. We're going into the top of the 5th. Independence still leads 9-5. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here in the top of the 5th. Independence still leads 9-5 over Logan. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. That's in there. Strike 1. Michael McKinney, the pitcher, or was the pitcher, but he got pulled for Sipes, is now at the plate. Roberts to pitch. And McKinney hits a grounder, and it fields by Kirk. Throws over to first, and he didn't get there. Got away. Awkward bounce too low. Couldn't bring it in. So that'll be an error for Logan. That's 2 errors. As McKinney does what they did in the last inning. Start out with I guess a runner on first. And now let's bring it up Clay Basham. And Roberts threw back over to first, and McKinney's in there safe at first. Roberts, 2-pitch. That's in there. Strike 1. Logan's trying to get some quick outs. Trying not to give up any more runs. And hopefully try to fight back into this game. Roberts throws over to first as Lowe got that. It was a low throw by Roberts, but Lowe was able to snag it as McKinney's back in there safe. Roberts is trying to keep McKinney honest at second. But sometimes when you do that a little too much, you could really, let's say, as Roberts does it again. But that could really hurt because that makes the third time there. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to keep McKinney in at second or first because McKinney's a speedster. I mean, he's got some speed on him. But it also can give more time for the batter. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. High outside, ball 1. So it's more like a chess matchup when a pitcher's thrown over to first. We want to keep him honest and keep him there. Try not to say, hey, you are in our thoughts. So is the batter. It's a chess match. As Roberts throws over, trying to keep McKinney there at first. A 1-1 count for Clay Basham. Clay Basham, the senior, for Independence. And they throw back over. That's 5 in a row. For 5 over there for Logan. And they do it again. Gertz is not happy. He wants Roberts to pick up and throw. What I heard. But anyway, here comes the pitch for Roberts. No, they throw over. And they got him. And they got him. They got him at second. The dust is blowing here. It was a bang-bang play, but the ump called him out. So McKinney was gunned down by Lowe's throw over to Kirk and I guess they got the tag in as the rain is starting to fall now. The rain is here. As that pitch is high, ball 2. So if the rain is heavy, I'm just giving you guys fair warning. If the rain is heavy, I am more likely going to cut the feed because, again, I didn't bring an umbrella. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Good rip by Basham. Roberts comes in to relief for the Burnett twins. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Ryan Roberts. That's 2 outs now. And the wind is blowing. The rain is on its way. Hopefully this game will end before we get there. But Independence needs to put up 6 more runs then to give them that 10-run lead and try to end in the bottom half of the inning. But with 2 outs, here comes the pitch from Roberts. Foul tipped it. Hit towards. Woo! Maybe I need to put a screen next on me on this side. Woo! That was bad. Anyway, here comes the pitch. And that is a hard hit by Carson Brown. And now up the plate for Independence, who, in my opinion, if I had to do a player of the game for Independence, it would be Andy Lester. Andy has done his job ever since he's been in. He's got a base hit. He cleared the bases on his hit in the third inning, and he got a good hard, line drive hit to score in another run. So Andy Lester has come in here and done his job for Independence. Sorry, that pitch was runner's on first, not second. I hit the wrong button, and that pitch is outside for ball one. But that last pitch literally bounced off the thing and right in front of me. Didn't hit the iPad though. Hopefully I'm safe. And they're keeping Brown safe at first. They're trying to keep him honest. They already worked on one throw down with McKinney. They're wanting to do it with Basham. Roberts, 2-pitch. And Lester fouls it back towards the creek. Strike one. This has been a long game. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And low. Misses the zones. Ball two. Ryan Roberts is looking to strike out Lester to put the lineup back over for Logan. And Roberts throws over to low, keeping Brown honest at first. Excuse me, got a hiccup. As Lester hits it, Williamson bobbles it, and he is safe. Well, they called him out. They said he just literally got off of the bag. And Brown.
Play the game. You hear me? Put the helmet on. Play the game.
That was a very, very close call. But Logan gets that out as the Independence coach wants to talk it over with the ump. But that ends the top of the fifth. Logan doesn't give up a run. We're going into the bottom of the fifth. Still 9-5 lead for Independence. I'm going to step aside. You're watching Logan High Baseball. We'll be right back. All right, we're in the bottom of the fifth. Garrett Williamson's up the bat as the rain is starting to fall here. And that is high. Ball one. Sipes came in to relieve for Michael McKinney in the last inning. Struck out Maynard, and now here it comes. Williamson gets a base hit. No, that's going to drop into the right fielder's glove, and it will. Thought it was going to be a blooper, but that will be an out. So now up the bat for Logan is number 19, Connor Lowe. And that pitch is in there. Strike one. Sipes to pitch. And in there again, strike two. Good back-to-back pitches for Sipes. Sipes to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. And we got 2 outs now. And up the bat for Logan is number 3, Corbin Bostic. Logan has really 3 more chances to try and get back into this game. Down 9-5. Time called by Bostic as the rain is coming and wind is blowing. I said the rain was probably going to come right into the 5th inning. It got pushed back from 8 to 9. Swing and a miss, strike one. I got to hold down the thing, and my iPad's starting to get a little soaked from this rain. Again, I didn't bring an umbrella. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And Bostic hits that one. That could get out of here. That is a home run for Corbin Bostic. What a shot. Corbin Bostic just said, see ya, goodbye. Logan's cuts back in the lead. They trail 9-6. What a shot from Corbin Bostic. And now that brings up number 14, Jared Burnett. Great hit from Corbin Bostic. Now Jared is up to bat. Sipes to pitch. And he did go around. Strike one. So Logan, they get a run back. They trail 9-6. Trying to get some more runs. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball one. Again, the wind is blowing. Can't help it. It's shaking my iPad just a little bit. I'm trying my best to hold it down. Here, Sipes steps off the mound. When I think about it, Burnett has a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And breaking ball misses. Ball two. Sipes. And that's in there. Strike two. So a 2-2 count for Burnett. A base hit here for Burnett can keep the inning going. That could bring up Carson Kirk. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And, well, that's a base hit by Burnett. Off of the head of J.D. Monroe. And Burnett is going to 2. He holds in there. That is a double for Jared Burnett. It bounced off of the glove of J.D. Monroe. And so now Ryan Roberts is coming up to bat. Excuse me, I thought it was Carson Kirk. Carson Kirk is after Ryan Roberts. So Roberts is coming to try to bring in Burnett. Sipes looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Sorry, I forgot to reset the count. But Burnett another run that can cut in the lead is on second. Roberts. Foul tips it back. Strike two. Sipes is trying to get out of this inning after giving up a home run and giving up a base hit. He struck out the first two. Well, popped up, flew out from the first batter, struck out Connor Lowe, and then he gave up a home run from Corbin and a double from Burnett. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And Ron Roberts foul tips it back towards the creek. Still an 0-2 count. Again, this is battle number 1 and number 2, and it's lived up to the hype. Independence is the real deal. These are your two favorites to play for a state championship and not win it. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And Roberts hit the ground and past the shortstop. Burnett is holding up at third. And Burnett gets back. So that will be a single for Ron Roberts that moves Jared Burnett over. Burnett almost overran the sign from Gertz. He about overran the stop sign, so we get a courtesy runner for number 9, Ron Roberts. That's number 10, McCormick Ilderton. But with 2 outs, Logan has got another runner 90 feet away from the plate, and the tying run is at the plate. Logan trying to do a late rally as Sipes steps off the mound. He's going to think about it. And Carson Kirk says he wants to be the player of the game. Well, this is your time to get it. Sipes 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Carson Kirk. Again, I said this over and over, but it's true. Battle of number 1 versus number 2 has lived up to the hype. Here comes the pitch from Tanner Sipes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Kirk just a little bit behind on that swing. Needs to line it up, get it going, and get it ready. Kirk. Looking at 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sipes struck out Kirk. And they end this inning. We're going into the top of the 6th. Logan cuts into the lead with a solo home run from Corbin Bostic, as Independence still has a 9-6 lead. We're going into the top of the 6th. We'll be right back after this short break. All right, we're back. Up the bat for Independence is number 12, Tanner Sipes, and that pitch was in there for ball 1. Here comes the pitch from Roberts, and that hits Sipes. So again, for the third straight inning with no outs, Independence gets a runner on base. And now that'll bring up the second baseman, J.D. Monroe, and we're going to get a courtesy runner. Number 1, Braden Kibbinger. I think I said his name right. Kibbinger is in for Independence to run for the pitcher, Sipes. J.D. Monroe is going to step in with no outs and a runner on first. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. They throw back over to first as Kippinger's in there safe. Logan playing that the mind game, as I could call it. They want to keep that runner in at first. Try not to get anything to happen. Roberts looks over first. Here comes the pitch from Monroe as that tries a squared bunt and it fouls off for strike 1. And it's now got quiet here on the island. You can hear a pin drop. This is a heavyweight battle of the top 2 teams in Class AA. As Roberts does it again, throws over to Kibbinger. Try to keep him there. Low the first baseman. Trying to do what they did with McKinney back in the last inning. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And J.D. Monroe lays down a bunt again, and it goes foul for strike 2. So I'm assuming the bunt would be off for Monroe. But if he's a good bunter, then the bunt will probably stay on. But Independence is trying to do what they can to move that runner over and get him in scoring position with Darnell and Goodson are the next 2 batters in the lineup. Roberts, 2 pitch. Low, ball 1. Kibbinger trying to stay in at first. He's looking to steal. Roberts to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So with 1 out, Roberts strikes out another batter. And now that brings Darnell. It's what I'm hearing from the fans, they call him Pickle. I don't know from that, but I guess Dylan Darnell is now at the plate for Independence. As Roberts throws over to first, keeping Kibbinger in there at first. Try not to let him get over to second. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And that pitch is, misses. Call ball. Ball 1. The rain is starting to pick up just a little bit. Roberts, 2 pitch. Foul, popped up high. It looks like it could stay in play for Maynard. And it will for the second out. And now that will bring up the top of the lineup. Number 3 with now number 4 for the day, Atticus Goodson. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Goodson is now up to bat for Independence. Roberts is trying to strike out the side. Goodson's trying to tack on some more runs. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. And Goodson foul tips it back for strike 1. And this is the Kennedy Award winner for Independence. Won the State Player of the Year. comes the pitch from Roberts. And just misses. Ball 1. Roberts with a 1-1 count on Goodson. And swing and a miss, strike 2 is Goodson. And Jake threw down to first. A little high, almost got away from Lowe, but Lowe was able to keep Kippinger in. But still, swing and a miss, strike 2. So, 1 strike away for Logan getting out of this inning, but 1 hit away for Independence, opening up the lead again. And here comes the pitch from Roberts. Just misses. Ball 2. Again, Goodson, probably I'm not praising Goodson's thing and all, but Goodson's is the real deal. And probably in my mind, AA Player of the Year, might be State Player of the Year, if everything goes right for him. And got him! Strike 3! Ryan Roberts comes up with a huge strikeout. And now send us to the bottom of the 6th. Logan trails by 3 runs. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off for Logan's number 23, Aiden Slack. Sipes 2 pitch and just misses. Ball 1. Logan trails by 3, trying to get back in this game. Corbin Bostic did a good job last inning with a solo home run. Here comes the pitch. As Slack hits it high, and it looks like it's going to get caught by the right fielder. That's in there for out number 1. And now bring up Jake Ramey. So again, for 3 straight innings, Logan starts off with the first out. While Independence, on the other hand, starts off with a base runner on first. So Ramey is going to try to do his job and bring in get some hits. Here comes the pitch. That is misses just a bit outside. Ball 1. And this ump has been consistent with his calls all day long, or all night long, really. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. Low, got away from Goodson. So ball 2. And Independence wants this win, and so does Logan. Sipes 2 pitch. High, ball 3. Again, I know from early on in the broadcast I couldn't stream live on my Facebook, but backup plan is on YouTube. So here comes the pitch. And that's high, ball 4, and Ramey gets on with a walk. And now that'll bring up Dawson Maynard. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher. It's number 4, Cole Blankenship, coming in, who probably a controversial call from earlier on in the bottom of the third. Logan thought Cole slid in and Goodson tagged him at home plate, but to me, from my angle, it did look like Goodson tagged him. So again, I don't make that call. That's the ump's call. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Sipes looking over at first. And Blankenship gets back in. Again, thank you, Independence, for coming down. This has been a good game. Low, ball 2. And we're going to get a mound visit from the coach. I'm going to talk it over with Sipes. As he does, I'm going to take a break real quick. I'm going to put it on mute. So for those you know, if you're listening, I'm on mute, so you can't hear the music, so I don't get kicked off of YouTube or Facebook. So I'm going to mute it, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back after that mound visit from Coach Cuthbert from Independence. 2-0 count for Maynard. Talking over Sipes, telling him to, hey, let's get this out here. Throw strikes. As that pitch misses. Ball 3. So the rain is starting to pick back up again. It's like a hit and miss rain as the dugout for Logan is getting loud. And here comes the pitch from Sipes. And that is in there, strike 1. Sipes is trying to battle back and get Maynard out. Logan's dugout getting loud again. And Maynard foul tipped it off of his foot for now a full count. So the green light is definitely on for Logan's Maynard. Sipes looking to get this second out. Independence is looking for a double play. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. As Maynard, they called a foul. Looked like they were running like it was fair. But man, if that did stay fair, if that was going to stay fair, whew, Blankenship was scoring. He already took off. He was halfway. He was like 3 steps over the second base, and the ball was still bouncing towards the back end. So, still a full count, 1 out. Maynard trying to get on base. And here comes the pitch from Sipes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Maynard strikes out again. 2 outs now for Logan. And that brings up Garrett Williamson. Sipes, 2 pitch. That's in there, strike 1. Logan's trying to score this run from first, trying to move him over. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And Williamson foul tips it back towards the creek for strike 2. So an 0-2 count on Williamson, 1 strike away, and Independence gets out of this inning as we take it to the top of the 7th. A base hit here from Williamson can keep the inning going. That will bring up Connor Lowe. Williamson looking at an 0-2 count from Sipes. Here comes the pitch. And Cole Blankenship, they called ball, and Cole Blankenship successfully steals for second. So we got a runner in scoring position with a 1-2 count, 2 outs for Williamson. So a base hit can score the speedy Blankenship. Sipes trying to strike out Williamson. And here comes the pitch from Sipes. As Williamson pops it up, that's in play. And Lester, sorry I didn't say it, but Lester made the catch. And that'll end the threat for Logan. So we're going into the top of the 7th. Logan trying to get 3 quick outs to turn it back over to their lineup and try to make some noise in this final inning. So as the pitcher Roberts is going to get straightened out, get warmed up, I'm going to step aside real quick. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. As that first pitch goes ball for Elijah Farrington. Top of the 7th, the final inning here. Farrington looking to bring in, get this inning going. And that pitch is in there, strike 1. A big time matchup is lift up to the height. Here comes the pitch. And that is a big base hit for Elijah Farrington. So, again, for the 4th straight inning, Independence starts off with another base hit with a base runner on first. And that'll bring up the former pitcher, who's I think now that shortstop, Michael McKinney. Roberts looking at a runner at first. Here comes the pitch from McKinney. Outside, ball 1. And it's Farrington trying to keep him over it. Trying to move over. Roberts is trying to keep him over. He stays back at first, but he's looking to make a big steal right here. As here comes the pitch from Roberts. And that's in there. Strike 1. Roberts throws over to Lowe, and Farrington's in safe. So a 1-1 count on McKinney. Roberts, 2 pitch. And McKinney foul tips it back towards Slaptown for strike 2. For those of you who don't know Slaptown, that's where we're on an island. Slaptown is a place where it's right next to the island. So when I say Slaptown, that's where Slaptown is for people who don't know what that is. That's what the place is called, Slaptown. Don't know why it's called that. It just is. Anyway, a 1-2 count for McKinney. Roberts is trying to strike out McKinney. Here comes the pitch. And misses. Ball 2. As Farrington was looking to steal. But that monstrous 4th inning for Independence has really gave them a cushion. Logan's just trying to battle back. Here comes the pitch. As that is fouled. That would have dropped for a base hit if it had stayed fair. So, McKinney is facing a 2-2 count from Ryan Roberts. Roberts. 2 pitch. And foul tipped it back towards the creek. Still 2-2 count for Michael McKinney. Roberts. 2 pitch. Low in the dirt. And it gets away, so Farrington is going to move over to second successfully. And that'll be ball 3. So a full count now for Michael McKinney. Roberts looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. Low in the dirt. McKinney is going to take his base, so no outs. Independence has got 2 runners on bases. Sorry about that. Dust flew in my mouth. And now I'll bring up the shortstop, number 15, Clay Basham. Roberts is trying to strike out Basham and get that first out of this inning. And they lay down a bunt. And they throw over to first for the first out, but Independence moves the runners over. They got 2 runners in scoring position. So with 1 out, Independence has got 2 runners in scoring position, 1 on third, 1 on second, and that'll bring up a dangerous hitter, Carson Brown, for Independence. Independence is doing a great job. Each team's have 8 hits, but Logan has 2 errors on the game, and 2 costly errors. Here comes the pitch from Roberts, and that is in there, strike 1. So Roberts is trying to strike out Brown to move Logan to 2 outs and 1 out away from getting out of the top of the 7th with no damage. But Independence is threatening with 2 runners. Here comes the pitch from Roberts, and that misses. Ball 1. Roberts, 2 pitch. That's a hard hit into the gap. Can that get out of here? It is a home. No, excuse me. Thought it was gone, but that will score 2 runs. Carson Brown gets a big 2 RBI triple, and that extends Independence lead to 11 to 6. A huge shot from Carson Brown. They were talking it over. They thought Brown didn't touch first, but apparently the field judge says he did. But that big hit from Carson Brown extends Independence lead to 11 to 6. So now Logan is down by 6 as Andy Lester is up to bat and he foul tips it back for strike one. Roberts looking to pitch to Lester. Low in the dirt, ball one. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. Lester hits it right past second baseman. That will score another run. So Independence extends their lead 12-6. And now that brings up number 12 for Independence, Tanner Sipes. Independence extends their lead back to 6. It's 12-6 over Logan. And Independence came out swinging today. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. Ball one. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. As that's foul tipped over the building for strike one. Still one out. Independence has got a runner on first. But they extend their lead 12-6 over Logan. Logan is now, they dug themselves in a hole before, tried to rally back. This is not looking good for Logan here, but that's going to be another base hit for Independence. Sipes gets a hit now, and that will bring up J.D. Monroe for the Patriots. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Sipes. That is Kibbinger. So with one out, Independence has got 2 runners on base. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. Inside, but they called strike. Monroe looked like he had to move out of the way on that one, so they called strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Roberts. And foul tip back, so strike two. Roberts to pitch. That's in there, strike 3. So Logan has 2 outs now. That brings up Dylan Darnell. Roberts to pitch. And that's in there, strike 1. Roberts looks back over at first, gets his signs. Here comes the pitch. And that is in there again, strike 2. 0-2 count for Dylan Darnell. Here comes the pitch from Roberts. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll end the inning. Logan digs himself into another big hole. They trail by 6. They need a rally, and they need it now as we're going into the bottom of the 7th. Independence, number 1, leads over number 2 Logan, 12-6. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the 7th. Leading off for Logan's number 19, Connor Lowe. That pitch is ball. Logan needs a rally, and they need it now. Here comes the pitch. That's high, ball 2. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. It's in there, strike 1. Again, this Independence team is the real deal. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And that is in there again, strike 2. So Sipes has battled back from a 2-0 count to now a 2-2 count. Lowe trying to break the drought and get Independence had 4 straight innings with the base runner on first as Lowe just misses. Ball 3. So full count for Connor Lowe. Logan's trying to get a runner on base to start off this rally. They trail by 6, though. Here comes the pitch from Sipes as Lowe swung high. Strike 3. And now that'll bring up Corbin Bostic. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. And that is misses, ball 1. But 1 out away for Independence, taking home this victory from Logan, 12-6. Here comes Sipes, 2 pitch. As that hit, caught the ump and the catcher. That was a good foul tip to hit everybody for strike 1. Again, the fans have kind of fouled out. Here comes the pitch from Sipes. As Bostic starts off with a single, but the ball bounces away from Farrington. Bostic is going to 3. And Bostic holds up at third. So there's one part of the rally for Logan. And now that'll bring up Jared Burnett. Sipes, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Burnett. Chad Burnett was the starting pitcher for Logan. Gave up 3 runs in that last inning, third inning. Gave up some more runs in the 4th, and that is in there, strike 2. Jared Burnett came in to relieve, and Independence was able to hit off of him as well. And Ryan Roberts came in to relieve, threw 2 straight shutouts until Independence just extended their lead. And foul tip back. Still an 0-2 count for Burnett. And Independence is still sitting comfortably with a 12-6 lead. Again, I will give a player of the game to Independence if they come away with a win. Here comes the pitch. As Burnett still fighting. Still an 0-2 count, for Burnett. Sipes, pitch, outside, ball 1. Sipes, 2 pitch. As Burnett pops it up, could it get out of there? Get out of play, and it will. Still a 1-2 count for Burnett. Sipes. 2-pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So, Independence is 1 out away from taking this game from Logan and giving Logan their first loss at home. And now they'll bring up number 9, Ryan Roberts. As Sipes 2-pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 1 for Roberts.
Let's go, Tanner.
Sipes 2-pitch. And Roberts. Whoa, there goes the bat. And that is the ball game. The bat went flying, and Roberts didn't run because he thought the ball was, I guess, foul. But Independence does it. They win battle of the top 2 teams in Class AA. They get the leg up now. So if both these teams would make it to the state tournament, Independence would be the number 1 team if it goes that way. But Independence has got a tough section. So does Logan. So nothing's guaranteed. But that'll do it from today. Logan falls to number 1 Independence at home, 12-6. And on the Logan side, player of the game, if I had to give one, I'm going to give it to Corbin Bostic. He really cracked the home run. He cracked the triple. Corbin had a great day at the plate. But for Independence, to me, this guy, my opinion, won player of the game for Independence. He came 4 for 4 up at the plate. And every hit he made, he brought in runs. I got to give it to Andy Lester. Andy Lester is, to me, the Independence player of the game. If he wants to talk with me, get an interview, I'll try it because I'm a fair guy. I give it to both the away and the home teams. I don't care. I'm that type of person. But Andy Lester got player of the game for me. He had a absolute great day at the plate. So if Andy Lester wants to talk with me, that's up with him. But Logan will be back in action tomorrow on the road at Polka as they're looking to try to bounce back from this kind of heartbreaking loss to Independence. But that will pretty much be it. Independence, they'll have their rematch with North Marion coming up soon. I can't wait to see that one, if someone's live for that one. But that will do it for tonight as Logan falls to Independence 12-6 here on the island. I am Daniel Miller, and you've been watching Logan High Baseball. I'm going to sign out. See you next time.